So great people, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today we're so excited to have you again. One of the most trending issues being discussed is Soludo's statement against Peter Obi, which he called opinion piece, and his son has spoken. Some other person, if you check our video, you're going to be seeing all of that. But right now, Obi Dati campaign team cannot hold back than to speak, and you're going to hear their reaction in a jiffy about who Soludo is and what he is really demanding for. According to the news, spokesperson of Obidati Presidential Campaign Organization, Ndi Katu, has said the recent article written by Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, was a product of a desperate attempt by Soludo to grab the limelight. Kato said this in a written response to Soludo on Tuesday. She explained that rather than dissipate energy responding to the fallacies contained in Soludo's article, Obi remained focused on galvanizing support for the task of redeeming Nigeria from the precipice. She said, "We read with amusement and dismay a very lengthy and belabored treatise of an article written by Professor Chukwuma Soludo, Governor of Anambra State, focused on our presidential candidate, His Excellency Peter Obi. It seems obvious that President or Professor Soludo is itching for limelight in this election season, perhaps fired up by possible understanding or alliance with our struggling political opponent. While we note the glaring fallacies, misrepresentations, personal insinuations, and sign of personal vendetta in that long write-up, neither His Excellency Peter Obi, the Obidati Presidential Campaign Organization, nor the Labour Party, for that matter, has any interest in an extended engagement with Professor Soludo this critical time when there is a bigger fish to fry. His Excellency Peter Obi has his work well cut out for him this campaign season. Primarily, he is accelerating his reach out and influence to all Nigerians, rural and urban, in all areas, regions, and states, and firmly engaging them on his critical and visionary plans to take the country from consumption to production. In doing this, Mr. Peter Obi is firmly placing the youth, intensifies agricultural revolution and revamping of critical area of the economy as part of the focal points in the drive to turn around our fortunes and take back our country. We, the youth, spreading across partisan political lines, have found reasons to place the highest level of trust and confidence in His Excellency Peter Obi, and we are committed to continue to partnership with him transparently, vigorously, and creatively to bring to fruition the vital changes urgently required in this our country of so much potential. We strongly believe that a new Nigeria is possible, and together with Peter Obi, we are looking to make this a reality. This is our focus, this is our occupation, and we shall not be distracted. What a wonderful piece there for Soludo to listen to, because I feel right now just like what these guys are saying, I feel it's the truth. He has noticed that he's come into office, talking about Soludo. He has been in office for a while, and it seems that no newspaper is taking him serious despite his developmental strikes. He's been trying to do one or two things in Anambra State, but then he has not been the focus. Peter will be here, Peter left, Peter right, and all of that. Possibly he has gone to check his YouTube channel, his Facebook pages, and noticed that nobody is even paying a reasonable, attention to whatever thing that is happening in Anambra State. Everyone is targeting Peter Obi and his past. So he's doing everything to make sure he messes it up. But I guess what? For me, this is totally wrong. Let's just forget about what other people are saying. This is a pointer to the fact that Ndibos have an issue with unity. someone in the comment section made a very strong statement. And when I read that statement the person made, the person reflected back to what happened far back between Dr. Nwobudu and Mr. Alex Ekweme, the vice president, and made a strong statement that in 2020, in 1999, it was an opportunity for the Ndibos to, support Alex Ekweme, but because of keeping something in mind, Nwodu made sure that they awaken, the president of Nigeria, former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, from the prison, bring him out to come and, contest in PDP. And when it was as if, Alex Ekweme was still getting the grip of the South and the Southeast in the primaries, that Dr. Nwobudu had to contest also, thereby dividing the vote, which ended the person of Alex Ekweme, which kicked him out of being the person that PDP would have presented. And the person traced it to, the fact that there was an existing vendetta which Dr. Nwobudu did not forgive Alex Ekweme over. I mean, this clearly shows that Igbos have an issue, and that issue must be resolved. And if you had read down to see what Soludo wrote, you will clearly see that he himself knows that there is an issue among the Ndibo. And he made a particular statement. He said the kind of politics there, which they will gather themselves, to talking about Zubo politics. Say, we Ndibos, we should stop this Zubo politics. What? You're talking to your people, not just in Umona's meeting, in a public fora, in social media, and you're saying they are doing Zubo kind of politics, washing your dirty linen outside. It's really serious. I mean, it's something that Ndibos need to come back together and make, even if it's a prayer and fasting, we need to put it together so that we start learning how to love our own politicians. Now, if there was any reason why anybody would turn his back against the person of Peter Obi, this is a good time. Why? Because a man who once accredited him, a man who wants to take him right for presidential position, has decided to turn his back on him, and it's not just from any other state. It's from his Anambra. Haba. It's really disheartening. But however, I just love the way, Peter Obi and Obi Dati's campaign team, they've handled it. They just let him understand, you are not our occupation. Talking to you is not important right now. We have more vital issues in our hands, more important things to deal with. And I just love Peter Obi. Peter Obi, up till now, even if you go check his Twitter page, you won't see him say anything about the issue. It has been swept under the carpet. Maybe someday it will be visited, but for now there are more important things to look at, and I feel that will put this whole bwahaha to rest. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section. What's your standpoint on this whole issue of Governor Soludo and